Mattel, the company that makes Barbie dolls, they went a little low in the stock market, and then they decided, hey, Barbie's a little played out, just making one doll with an unrealistic figure and blonde hair. It's like, how does someone with every job in the book, from veterinarian to dog walker, think about the similarities there, how does that become played out? Whoa, what they came across, what their conclusion was. They decided, hey, let's make more diverse Barbie dolls. Now, in my opinion, I think this is a good way to compete with American Girl doll. Anyway, why is a 19-year-old man talking about this? Oh yeah, just let me get to the... Just let me start the show by finishing this line. So, it's either that, they're trying to compete with American Girl dolls, or Fifth Harmony is finding new ways to market themselves. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Rob Rodriguez. Now, you just got talked into watching any TV show or movie that's not really in your genre. However, you watch it the first time and you're like, I don't think I can get into this. You know, kind of like when you watch this show for the first time and you're like, once you see one, you've seen them all. I mean, I've seen 2 episodes, and they were basically the same topic. Well, guess what? I covered music about 7+ times, so it's not the same thing. Yeah, apparently watching 57 episodes is... Apparently 1 episode equals 57 episodes, which means you're watching an 1,000-minute video. So you know what they say, you can't judge a book by its cover, you can't judge a movie by its poster, and you can't judge a TV show by what the name is on the guide. I mean, who cares how lame the bio description is? I mean, come on. Ross and Chandler are doing something something, and Seinfeld is all yada yada yada. CSI Miami. I mean, come on. Everybody knows that this is gonna happen. Looks like this tank is swimming with the fishes. See, it's because memes and short clips and background knowledge from at least knowing something. You understand pop culture references. It doesn't mean you've watched the show at all. Or movie. Like, I checked out Star Wars for the first time back in December, and I did know some things. But I didn't know all the stuff, and then the time consumption kind of stopped me from watching it the second time. You know, I'll just talk about that later. Speaking of social media, you know, clickbait and videos that your friends share. If you actually sit through these videos, you're like, wait, what? Let's rewind that. I still don't get it. What in the world is it? Oh, I get it now, like. It's like you crack up immediately, or you feel like a goonie and you're locked in a well somewhere. You wondered why Vines loop, but it's not for the reasons I thought. I only assume that it's because people wondered why Josh Peck went from Nickelodeon to 6 Seconds of Fame. Observation is a big part. I mean, it's almost like kids automatically know to hate broccoli because their favorite cartoon character gags over broccoli. It's kind of like how you think all dogs are insane after watching the movie Marley and Me. You know how many times we had to get our screen door fixed because we used to have a yellow lab? Alright, we got a great show. When we come back, let's talk about things you feel you've seen before. There's a word for this nobody can spell. And I'm just going to leave that word to your imagination. The world of pure imagination in your Willy Wonka universe, which I can no longer join you in. 2 movies, and both of them have very irrelevant titles because they're about the opposite character. You ever feel like you're in the movie Groundhog Day, or that Disney Channel original movie I can't think of right now, but it had to do with Christmas every day? That Fairly Odd Parents Christmas special, where it was literally Christmas every day till Santa's ruined. I mean, no one really relives a day over and over, like they're the Energizer Bunny. Now that I think about it, it might be a metaphor for time never going backwards. But who's counting who, really? Deja vu. Why does it happen? Why do we feel like we've seen this before? Why did I see Star Wars The Force Awakens twice just to get a headache? Just to get a headache from knowing what will happen and leaving the theater to go to the Target, which was 2 blocks over. I can't spoil the movie because some people still haven't seen it or even want to see it, but they just like using the phrase, "No spoilers, please!" Alright, speaking of deja vu, it's time for that weekly list known as the possibility list. It's like when you hope the waitress knows what you mean by "I'll have the usual." Ironically, my laptop decided to die, which is usually right here on a wooden table. So we're going to have to do this old school on paper. I believe this is Arial, or it could be Times New Roman. Why is that so popular? Alright, so this list is titled 4 Passages Written in a Nerd's Diary. Since there's really no build-up to journal entries, I'm just going to choose random nerd voices to read the list in. Alright, at number 4, World of Warcraft is so Minecraft with better graphics. Number 3, my friend told me he still has a RuneScape account. What a noob. Number 2, my alter ego is a dragon who knows Microsoft Excel. And number 1, 4 passages written in a nerd's diary. Obi-Wan Kenobi visited me in my dream last night. Alright, and that is your possibility list for you this week. Well, anyway, that is the show for you. You know to follow me on social media. Until next time, this is Rob Rodriguez saying, please enjoy this clip I chose for your viewing pleasure. See you next week, okay. Well, this virus technically isn't a sickness, but it's more of an epidemic. That's right, we're talking about Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, Tumblr. Yes, this is the social media epidemic, ladies and gentlemen.